Hey guys. So I was gonna record this earlier when there was some sunshine and could have gone out to the living room and shown you my plants or something, but I don't know. I put it off. Now it's kind of dark and uh, I just kind of am a little bit tired and am on my bed and I'm just gonna get it done right here and start answering the questions. So now that I'm Wednesday, I will start with Megan's question, which Megan asked, "What are our pet peeves?" And I have to admit that there are some things that annoy me at different times, um, and there's some, and those same things can not bug me at other points. And it's really hard for me to like pick up on certain pet peeves and like remember them like, oh, that's my pet peeve, because normally it's like it happens, I get a little annoyed and I forget about it. So I was trying to think and I was looking through like lists of common pet peeves and I was just like, these people are get way too annoyed at the smallest things, and it's silly. Like there was just some of them that I was just shaking my head at. Like I can get like getting really really annoyed with people like chewing with their mouths open or like snoring or things like that. But like really, but I did try to make a list and there was just a few things. So I started with the shopping cart at the grocery store that has the one lame wheel that uh, doesn't work properly. That's kind of really annoying. But I don't know. I don't work myself too much up about it. It's inconvenient. It sucks. Also, improper grammar, especially in formal papers. Yeah, that one more so than others. And then when someone speeds past you, only to go slower than you were originally going, so you have to slow down and follow them, but like miles, it kind of sucks. So then Sarah asked, what were or who were your friends growing up in like middle school? And so, I mean, I've had a select few like best friends. So like in elementary school, my best friend was a kid named Casey Diaz, and he was a redhead and really funny and always made me laugh. And we would like spend the night at each other's houses like every weekend. We would like take it in turns to stay at each other's houses, and uh I mean, up until I moved away, like we were best friends. And then we kind of fell out of contact and lost touch, which was really unfortunate. But I have him on Facebook now and we talk every once in a while, so that's good. But then in middle school, when I was in Vale, I mean, middle school, I went to Vale, and it was my best friend Colton that I really connected with, and um, ever since my first year there in fourth grade on to now, he's my best. Not counting you guys, because you have to remember that I've known you guys for a long time and that you guys were really close to me and are really close to me. And so I have always counted you guys as my really good friends as well. Anna, I apologize. Unfortunately, we are just getting to know each other. But you were a really good friend of mine as well. So by default, you actually get extra privileges than most people. So but yeah, so Sarah, Megan, Kathy, best friends for the longest time. But Colton and Casey, definitely. And yeah, yeah. So then Anna asked, how many pairs of jeans do I own? And I used to own a lot more when I was in like high school, but I've slowly started like filtering them out and not buying new ones because I mostly have to wear like khaki pants for all my athletic training stuff almost like every day anyways. So I'm down to two pair of normal fitting blue jeans that are in decent shape still, and I have one good pair of cargo pants that I wear that are starting to get way too baggy. I absolutely have to wear a belt with them, which I don't mind. And then I have a few pair that I have in a drawer that I wore in high school. I bought them and they were too long for me, and like they are now like way too big for me, and I pretty much refuse to wear them. So I don't know if they count, but so that's two regular, one cargo, and then two cargo pairs that I don't wear. So yeah. And Kit asked, how many times have we moved? So when I was 2 or 3, we moved from Vail, Oregon to Fallon, Nevada, where I went to school until I was around 10. We moved in the 4th grade, I remember, the end of the 4th grade. So I started 5th grade back to Vail. So we moved back to Vail. But, sorry, going back, we moved around several times in Fallon. So we started living with my aunt when we moved down there because my grandma was sick. And then after my grandma passed away, uh, we moved 2 or 3 times in Nevada, and then moved back to Vail, where we moved. Um, let's see, one. Let's see, started there, moved there, then moved. So we've moved 3 times since we've been back to Vail. And then I moved to Moscow, where I've been for the last 3 years since my freshman year. Let's see. So once going from Vail to Fallon, several times in Fallon, let's call it 3 times, I think. Then back to Vail, and then from that place to that place, which is where my parents are still living, to me to Moscow. 8? 8 times. Roughly. I've moved 8 times. That's an estimate because I can't remember exactly every place that we've moved. I remember a lot of them, not every place. Anyways, this is dragging on. So now it's time for my question. And my question for you guys is, this might sound like a little bit of a weird question, but other than a flower, what would you choose to freeze in liquid nitrogen and then smash? Yep, freeze something in liquid nitrogen and smash it, either by dropping it or with a hammer, or any other kind of smashing technique. Yep, that's my question, and I think that I would like to see a playing card get smashed after being frozen in liquid nitrogen. And I tried that tonight earlier at Photo Club, and the person didn't really do it right. And so my deck of cards is now a Queen of Clubs short. But I think I might have to try it maybe on my own and see what we can do. So, that's my question. I look forward to hearing your guys' answers and seeing your faces throughout this week and into next week. And I'll see you next Wednesday.